Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another match reaction. This time it's finished at Kenilworth Road. Luton Town 1, Swansea City 1. Game of two halves really. I thought first half we were, pretty poor, to be honest with you. Pretty slow out of the blocks. Weren't really creating much, if I'm being completely honest. Luton weren't really creating much either. Their goal was obviously a mistake from Cabango. And then second half, then we looked a bit brighter, and probably didn't take our chances, which is a bit frustrating. Realistically, Luton is a tough place to go, and I said that in my match preview. So on the whole, a point probably isn't that bad of a result. But I think if you put into perspective, the results we've had recently with Portsmouth and not getting all 3 points there, and the amount of chances we did have today to get the 3 points. And especially the position that Luton are in, they're not at their best at the moment. But as I said, on the whole, a point probably isn't the worst result in the world. But it's just frustrating, with the amount of chances we had, and it's kind of been a story of our season, really, hasn't it? A lack of clinical, a lack of clinicalness really in front of goal. We're just not clinical in front of goal, and we don't take our chances. But it is one extra point on the board, I guess. Maybe I'm being a bit negative, I don't know. But unfortunately we couldn't get all 3 points. But on to the next now. The tough games do just keep coming. We've got Plymouth, again, like Luton, they're not doing too well this season, but away from home it will be a tough test, and Rooney's under pressure, so it will be a tough game against Plymouth on Tuesday. But a point overall, not too bad, I guess. But in terms of player ratings then, so Lawrence Vigouroux, I'm going to have to give him a 6. It was probably one of his worst games in a Swan shirt. He wasn't really bad or anything, but didn't really do anything of note. So I'll probably have to give him a 6. Josh Key, I think I'll give him a 7. As always, he was pretty consistent throughout the entire game, trying to make things happen going forward. Defensively strong as well, so I'll give him a 7. Darling, I'll probably give him a 7 as well. He was pretty solid. We're always pretty solid at the back. I know Cabango did make a mistake today, but we're normally quite solid at the back, so I'll give Darling a 7. I thought today was pretty good as well. As for Cabango, I'm not going to be harsh on him. I'm going to give him a 7 as well, like Darling. I know he did make that mistake, but realistically that was the only foot he put wrong all game, and one of the only mistakes he's made all season, really. So you can't really be too harsh on him. Everyone's got a mistake in them. So other than that, I thought he played really well, put in some really good challenges up against Carlton Morris. So I'm going to give him a 7 as well. And Josh Tyman, I'm also going to give a 7. I seem to give the full back line 7s quite a lot, and I'm going to do that again with Josh Tyman, because he had a few chances going forward. He had a shot on target, which was unlucky. He had 2 shots on target because that header as well. Getting in the right positions. The only thing maybe I think he does need to work on a little bit more of is his crossing. But other than that, I think he's excellent every week, so I'll give him a 7. And then moving on to the midfield, Grimes, he was excellent. I'm going to give Grimes an 8. Not just for the goal, but he was all over the pitch like he always is. The final third, in our third as well, and the middle of the pitch as well. So he covered so much ground that game, and obviously getting the goal as well, which gained us the point. So I'm going to give him an 8. Franco, I'm going to give Franco a 7. I thought he was pretty good, as he normally is. He had a decent shot on effort, decent effort on goal as well, which is a really good save from their keeper, in fairness. So very unlucky with that. So Franco will give a 7. Cullen I'll probably give a 6. Probably one of his more quieter games in recent weeks, but still wasn't bad by any means, and it was a pretty solid performance. Ronald, I'll probably have to give Ronald a 5. To be honest, he struggled to get involved in the game, and that's not his fault entirely. He didn't receive the ball too often, but at the same time when he did, he didn't really make the most of it, so I have to give him a 5. Pierre Harris, I'll give a 6. I thought he was slightly better trying to make things happen, but you know, wasn't great. And for Potnick, I'm going to give a 5 as well. I think he struggled to get into the game like Ronald did as well, so give him a 5. As for the subs, Eom and Bianchini were the first to come on. Eom, I'm going to give him a 6. He had a headed chance, didn't he, which could have won the game. I think, you know, if he doesn't have that injury and he has more game time under his belt, you know, he scores that and we win the game, which is, again, frustrating, but it is what it is, so I'm going to have to give him a 6. Bianchini, again, he had another chance through on goal, which was a little bit earlier on than that chance. So, you know, if Bianchini takes that again, we score and we probably win the game. But I'm going to have to give him a 6 as well. Didn't really put a foot wrong when he came on. Joe Allen, I'm going to give him a 6 too. You know, made a few decent runs going forward, tried pulling the ball back a few times when he got in behind. So yeah, I'll give him a 6, and Abdullah I'll give a 6 as well, similar to Joe Allen, was doing the same sort of things. And yeah, I'll have to give all the subs a 6, to be honest, because they didn't really have enough time to sort of impact the game, really, did they? So I'll give them all a 6. I think that's fair. And then in terms of Luke Williams, I think I'm gonna give him a 7. You know, wasn't amazing, but you know, I think the substitutions were pretty expected. So yeah, I think on that side of things, he did well with the subs, and I think he got the starting 11 pretty spot on as well. The only difference maybe being Yom, but obviously he might not be fully fit to start a game yet, but I think spot on in terms of the lineup, and spot on in terms of the substitutions, so I'll have to give him a 7. In terms of a man of the match, obviously based off my ratings, it'll be Matt Grimes. I gave him an 8, and he's my man of the match. Solid performance, and obviously popping up with a goal as well, so I'll give him the man of the match. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. I will be back on Monday night for my match preview ahead of Plymouth away. I will be going to that game as well. I'll be returning to the away days, so obviously there'll be a vlog for that as well. But as always, a massive thanks for watching this, and stay tuned for the next one.